Alrighty then, welcome back RPG players. There's a couple of things I need to do before I get on with the final dungeon and all that. But anyway. Now this one has to do with finding out the last information on the 10 wise men. Which I kinda did some of it. Classified information. Created by... oh, what's that? It's a plastic card with a paper inside that contains a password. This should probably do the trick. I don't know, but let's try it. Whoa, the protection's been unlocked. This is incredible. I better go tell the chief right away. I'll catch you guys later. If you try to select it, it says... access privileges. Okay. Now, I need to go to Prince Bridge, or whatever. See, that's not it. There it is. Alrighty. Not this one. Is it this one? Let's see. Get all this information to get out. Haven't gotten anywhere. Wish I could get at least a hint into how it works. But without some kind of insider information from the other side, I'm stuck, and I don't have the connections for that, of course. Do you know anyone in a position to help me out, perchance? Speaking of which, I heard that a group of people recently entered the closed-off symbological weapons laboratory. That was us. That's actually us. The people who visited the symbological weapons laboratory, it was us, actually. Huh? It was you? Well then, you must have access to the laboratory's databanks. Could you tell me what the access code is? What are you going to do with it? I'll use it as a hint for my attempts at accessing the classified files. Tell him. It was long. Do you remember it, Reyna? I do. Really? Sure, it's... that thing. Too long. Wow, Reyna. Got it. That's quite a number, alright. Give me just one moment. Good, good. Okay, here we go. This is going to be easy. See, take a look. I have North City's secret data at my fingertips now. Okay, project proposal. File 1. Rebel movements against Need have been established in all 24 neighboring planets. Evidence shows much of Need's technology has fallen into the hands of these underdeveloped planet armies, suggesting Needian cooperation with the rebels. We need to develop a new weapon immediately to put a stop to these rebel armies. So someone on Need was cooperating with them. Research conducted by Dr. Lantis indicates the possibility of using symbol technology to improve Needian DNA and create humanoid battle units who have far greater symbological force than normal. The Army's Supreme Council has decided to immediately develop the humanoid battle units described in File 2 to patrol and return order to our neighboring planets. The Council has named the project Operation 10 Wise Men 1. Development on the 10 units has commenced under the supervision of Dr. Lantis. Based on the results of this project, a second and third batch of humanoid battle units are also scheduled to be created. Now, research report. 3 units have been completed as follows. Zefkiel Short-Range Combat Unit, Jophiel Long-Range Artillery Combat Unit, and Metatron Point Defense Combat Unit. Development will also begin on Michael, a strategic unit to coordinate the functions of the 3 units listed above. The data collection units Zadkiel and Kemael have been completed. They will be put under the aegis of the Citizen Re-Education Unit Haniel, I guess, along with the Data Analyzer Unit Raphael, which was completed earlier. Also completed at this time is Lucifer, the 10 Wise Men Monitoring Unit. A cruel act of terror by a rebel army opposing Operation 10 Wise Men has resulted in the death of Philia, the sole family of Dr. Lantis. However, the army has decided to restrict access to this information and hide the fact from Dr. Lantis until he's completed work on the Ultimate Destruction Unit, Gabriel. And there you go. Ooh, I've got a new topic available. And if you try to, let's see, incident report. Nope. 4th level resistance program. Klein launched. Building firewall. Oops, they found me. That's that, I suppose. Are you safe here? This computer is equipped with 7 different remote entry blocking programs, all of my own design. They may have taken away my access, but they shouldn't be able to figure out where I am. Well, that's good, but I guess that's the end of your information gathering, isn't it? Actually, I've already downloaded all the files, and I just have to figure out how to decode all of them. But finding the key for that is going to be tougher than the hacking process itself. Okay, now it says, I wrote it down what I need to do. I needed to talk to Professor Peril to obtain the, like Pandora's box or something. Professor Peril. Okay, you're not him. There he is. What? Man, Layfath or whatever. This is some serious business. But I'd kill to find out what's in these files too. Try using this. Pandora's box. This is a decoder. Never really had any idea how to use it at all. I never worked right, or it never worked right with any of the usual decoding I've done. Maybe it was meant for something like this. Thank you. Now I should be able to read the rest of that. Interesting information. Here we go. Professor Peril's giving this to me. This is certainly unexpected. Let's give this a shot. It'll probably take a while. Okay, now I'm supposed to... It says... Leave Prince Bridge, do a private act, exit, then return. Okay. Pain in the ass. Coming a good time. I just finished the decoding process. Want to have a look? Of course. Okay, now the incident report. Without warning, Dr. Lannis set off all the lab's defense mechanisms, thereby completely sealing himself in there. It appears he found out about his daughter while working on the data collection units Zadkiel and Kamael. Evidence indicates he is now tweaking the mechanisms of the 10 Wise Men. He will most likely have to break into the lab and we will have to likely break into the lab and apprehend Dr. Lantis once we have received the Army's permission. The 10 Wise Men have left the lab and begun indiscriminate attacks on all other facilities in the area. This suggests Dr. Lantis has reprogrammed their directive from bringing order to our neighboring planets to destroying the universe. The 10 Wise Men have also destroyed an entire squad of riot police that had broken into the lab. I am requesting for all Nedian occupation forces to return home in order to put an end to the 10 Wise Men's rampage. After some fierce fighting, we managed to drive the 10 Wise Men into the lab. However, upon entering the lab, we discovered it to be empty. It appears Dr. Lannis trapped the 10 Wise Men in eternity space, which he then launched into space. Kind of like the Phantom Zone from Superman, I guess. Although we were unable to destroy the 10 Wise Men, this will not be a problem, as an eternity space pocket can only be deactivated from the outside by typing in the necessary password. The 10 Wise Men will most likely be wandering through space for eternity. After some fierce, did I already read that? Okay, last one, post-fact report. We have determined that the man who appeared to have killed himself in the lab was indeed Dr. Lantis. This finally marks an end to the case, at least officially. I am puzzled by the presence of thought pattern images belonging to Dr. Lantis and his daughter Philia that I found on the lab's computers. I fear that Dr. Lantis may have converted his thought patterns into a program that he installed into the as-yet incomplete Gabriel unit, so he transferred his mind into Gabriel. Didn't say anything. I wonder if it says anything about Philia. It says he put her mind into the computer or some shit. Let's see what 2 says. The chain of events caused by Operation 10 Wise Men has resulted in a casualty rate of 80% of Nedian military personnel. Perhaps encouraged by this severe loss, the neighboring planets have begun an orchestrated uprising against our rule. It has become increasingly difficult to suppress these rebel armies. Upon careful consideration of those events, the Need Supreme Council has ruled to move our entire population onto an artificial planet. The Council has named the artificial planet Energy Need, and has ruled to protect it with a level 9 energy field, or energy matter shield. This should prove successful at stemming the rebels' attempts to overrun Need. However, this also means that we Nedians will be completely cut off from the universe for the remainder of our existence. The Council has already ruled to restrict access to information on the series of events that has led to our current plight. The facts related to Operation 10 Wise Men may very well never see the light of day. So, anyway, so it appears that he either put the 9 of the 10 Wise Men into the eternity space and then launched them off into space so we could get them later, and then he put himself into Gabriel, or he put himself into Gabriel and joined the 10 Wise Men in the eternity space or something. It sounds like it said it can only be opened from the outside, so I think he put 9 of them in there and then like he would get them later, I guess. And I think that's everything. This is incredible. Is that everything? Yeah. That's it.